Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 24th of February and we will see all the important questions of the day, and at the end we will see answer of the previous day question. Last day, some of you including Abhilas Kavuri, Divya, Abraham, Chinta Samuksari, Cholongtsaba, Nawang, Binduji, Sumant Govra, Kalyan Panuganti, Kartik Paul and others have correctly answered the question in the comment section. Now let's see question of the day, which again you have to answer in the comment section, and next day we will see how many of you answered it. Here's the question. Maku he Nikchi, which is a war dance, is performed in which state? These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer it. So let's begin. The first question. IUCN Red List categorizes Asian elephant as, so Asian elephant has been categorized as endangered. Endangered is one of the 9 categories of IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. IUCN Red List of Threatened Species categorizes both plants as well as animals into 9 different categories. These categories include extinct, then we have extinct in the wild, critically endangered, endangered, vulnerable, data deficient, near threatened, not evaluated, and least concerned. So these are the 9 categories, and India has the largest population of Asian elephants. Asian elephants are also found in Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan and Myanmar. As these 4 countries along with India share border with each other, so they provide a good range for Asian elephants. And Asian elephants usually resides in shrublands or artificial or terrestrial forest as well as in grasslands. And why Asian elephant was in news? Because recently at the 13th conference of Convention on Migratory Species, Asian elephant along with the Great Indian Bustard and Bengal floricon were included in Appendix 1 of this UN Convention on Migratory Species. This 13th conference was organized at Gandhinagar in Gujarat. So India proposed these 3 animals to be included in Appendix 1 and all the parties unanimously accepted it. And how a species can be included in Appendix 1? There is a criteria. A migratory species may be listed in Appendix 1 only when the best scientific evidence are available which indicates that a species is endangered. And since Asian elephant is endangered, it has been included in Appendix 1. And as far as the Great Indian Bustard and Bengal floricon are concerned, we have already discussed details of it in previous videos, but for a brief, Great Indian Bustard as well as Bengal floricon are categorized as critically endangered in the IUCN Red List. And Great Indian Bustard is also the state bird of Rajasthan. And Great Indian Bustard is the heaviest flying bird in the world. So remember it that Great Indian Bustard is the heaviest flying bird in the world, and it has horizontal body. It looks like ostrich. And Bengal floricon is found in Indian subcontinent, mainly in UP, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. It is also a bird. And all these 3 animals are also listed in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act of India 1972 as well as in Appendix 1 of CITES. Next question. The Sanidar cave where Neanderthal remains are found is located in, so it is located in Iraq, which lived around 50,000 years ago, and they extinct because of the emergence of modern humans. And this cave is located within the Zagros mountain range. This Zagros mountain range extends from Iran, Iraq till Turkey. So here is a world map and here is India. We have to move to Middle East as Iraq is a Middle Eastern country. So we zoom it and here we see Iraq. So now see the precise location of Zagros mountain range as well as this cave. Here is the Zagros mountain range which extends from Iran, Iraq and then in Turkey. And here is this cave located in Erbil. And Iraq is bordered by Iran in the east, then Turkey in the northwest and Syria in the west. Let's move ahead. Consider the following statements about Worldwide Educating for the Future Index 2019. The report is published by EIU, that is Economist Intelligence Unit. This is correct. EIU is based in Britain in London, and The report was developed to assess the effectiveness of education system in preparing students for demand of work and life in a rapidly changing landscape. This statement is also correct. So here C is the right answer. And the index was commissioned by Yedan Prize Foundation. So please appreciate the difference that the index was commissioned by Yedan Prize Foundation, but it was published by Economist Intelligence Unit. And India ranked 35th in 2019. In 2018, India ranked 40th. So India improved its position by 5. And Finland topped the index, followed by Sweden, rather than outputs such as test scores. And it concentrates mainly on the age group of 15 to 24 and not below it, not beyond it. And the ranking are based on 3 categories. These are policy environment, teaching environment, and overall socio-economic environment. So they may ask you the 3 categories also. So remember this: policy environment, teaching environment, and socio-economic environment. Next question: consider the following statements about Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor. First, you have to understand what is freight corridor. These are dedicated train routes which are used only for freight traffic movement. That is, for the movement of only goods and commodities, not for passenger movement. So that faster movements of goods and commodities can be ensured within the country and logistic cost can be brought down. So it will run from Dankunni in West Bengal to Ludhiana in Punjab with a length of 1856 km. This is correct. This Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor will start from Dankunni in West Bengal and will run till Ludhiana of Punjab. And in its path, it will cover Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. This is also correct. You have to remember the states, these 6 states, that this Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor passes through 6 states. These are Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. So here again C is the right answer. And why it was in news? Because World Bank has recently offered to give financial assistance for the development of last remaining portion of the Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor, which is from Sonnagar of Bihar till Dankunni of West Bengal. There is also a Western Freight Corridor. Western Freight Corridor is 1504 km long and it will run from Dadri of UP till JNPT, that is Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, which is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And it will pass through UP, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. So again you have to remember these states as well. I will share the PDF in the Telegram channel, so don't worry about these datas. You can join Telegram channel. I will share the link in the description box. And there is a corporation called Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited, which works under Ministry of Railway. It is a special purpose vehicle which has the responsibility for the development of dedicated freight corridors, both eastern as well as western. Next question: the appointment of Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha is provided under which article of the Constitution? So it is provided under Article 93 of the Indian Constitution. And Article 178 provides for the appointment of Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Legislative Assembly in the states. So you have to remember both these articles. Those who are preparing for PCS, remember Article 178 as well as 93. And those who are preparing for IAS examination can remember only Article 93. And why Office of Speaker is in news? Because Speaker of Kerala Legislative Assembly, namely Sri P. Ramakrishnan, has got the Ideal Legislative Assembly Speaker Award. Also, recently there was a case called Kaisam Magha Chandra Singh versus the Honorable Speaker Manipur Legislative Assembly case, which was a case in 2020 only. In this case, Supreme Court suggested that an independent tribunal should be set up for cases related to disqualification under 10th schedule. As of now, disqualification matters under 10th schedule is dealt by the Speaker himself. but Supreme Court has suggested that it should be done by an independent tribunal, as Speaker is a party man. So let's see the power of Speaker. Decision of Speaker in matters related to disqualification under 10th schedule is final and binding and ordinarily cannot be challenged in the court of law. So any MP or MLA can be disqualified under 10th schedule by the presiding officer of that house. We will see details of 10th schedule in the next question. And whether a bill is a money bill or not, a speaker's decision is final and it cannot be questioned at all. And as far as decision of speaker with regard to 10th schedule is concerned, earlier it was unchallenged or cannot be challenged, but in Kihoto Holohan case, Supreme Court said that decision of speaker in such matters shall be under judicial review. That means that it can be challenged in the Supreme Court. And speaker is also the final interpreter of the provisions of Constitution of India, rules of procedure and conduct of business of Lok Sabha, as well as parliamentary precedents within the house. Focus here that he is the final interpreter within the house. When it comes to outside the house, Supreme Court is the final interpreter of the Constitution of India. And the speaker has also the responsibility to maintain order as well as decorum in the house. Next question. Consider the following statements about 10th schedule of the Constitution. 10th schedule of the Constitution is also referred to as anti-defection law. This is correct, and it was inserted by 52nd Amendment of the Constitution in 1985. This is also correct. See, in our Constitution, there are schedules. Earlier there were only 8 schedules, but after amendments, more schedules were added. Similarly, 10 schedules were added by the 52nd Amendment Act. And questions related to disqualification arising out of defection is decided by presiding officer of the house. This is also correct. Here both these statements are correct. C is the right answer. Now let's see provisions of 10th schedule. Under what condition a MP or MLA can be disqualified from the house? These are the conditions. If he voluntarily gives up his membership of such political party, or if he votes for or abstains from voting in such house contrary to any direction issued by political party without prior permission. This means that either he gives up the membership of that party on whose ticket he fought election and won the election of that house, or he votes against the party line. In these conditions he can be removed, as well as if an independent member joins any political party after his or her election, then also he will be disqualified. Also, if a nominated member, you must know that 12 members are nominated in Rajya Sabha and 2 members are nominated in Lok Sabha. These are Anglo-Indians and they are appointed on several grounds. And if a nominated member join any political party after the expiry of 6 months, then also they will be disqualified from the house. So these are the conditions of 10th schedule under which a MP or a MLA can be disqualified by the speaker. Next question. Consider the following statements about India's tallest railway pier bridge. It is built by Northeast Frontier Railway Construction Organization. This is correct. And this bridge is built across Makru River in the Tamenglong district of Manipur. This is also correct. So you have to remember that this bridge is over Makru River in Manipur. So here C is the right answer. Next question. Atal Kisan Mazdoor canteens will be opened by, so these will be opened by Haryana to provide thalis of rupees 10. So here B is the right answer. And a similar initiative was started by Maharashtra government, which was called as Shiv Bhojan, which also aimed to provide thalis at a concessional rate of rupees 10. Before we see another question, here is some fact. Sardar Patel Stadium, which is also called as Motera Stadium, is located in Gujarat and it is going to host Trump visit. Trump, who is President of United States. This was the previous question. Which body is responsible for preparation of union budget. So it is Department of Economic Affairs. Within DEA there is a budget division which is responsible for the preparation of budget. Next question. Consider the following statements about economic census. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in collaboration with Common Service Center is conducting the 7th economic census. This statement is correct. This is going to be 7th economic census, and for the first time an IT based digital platform is being used for this census. This is also correct. So again C is the right answer. And the first economic census was conducted throughout the country in 1977 except for Lakshadweep. Means first economic census was not conducted in Lakshadweep. Now 6th economic census has been conducted, and this census will provide valuable insights into geographical spread and clusters of economic activities, ownership, pattern, persons engaged, and establishments engaged in the economic activities. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like it and press the icon to subscribe to our channel and answer the question in the comment section. And wait for the next video. Till then, thanks a lot.